Thank you for joining me today. My name is Melanie and I am representing the Christina Phipps Foundation with a yoga flow I would like to call seated circles. As I shared in my previous video, I am recovering from an injury. So I've been engaging in very gentle activities like walking, tai chi, mat yoga, very few standing poses, and seated yoga. And I like to move in circles sometimes. With the walking, it's just going back and forth. And even the seated yoga, a lot of times I'm on my back in a supine position. So I'm not getting the range that I need. So I need to remind myself to move in all planes. So I have a very gentle seated practice for you today. I hope you enjoy it. Every pose that I call, everything that I do is a suggestion. Do what is correct for your body today, just as long as you move. You don't have to move big, but just move. So we start out with intentional sitting. I love my round seat for my seated yoga practices. I don't even think it's a chair. I think it's some kind of plant stand, but it's heavy. It supports me. When I sit in it, my feet are comfortable on the floor with all four corners of my feet on the floor, and my knees are over my ankles, and I'm at a 90-degree angle with my hips, and the size and shape of this piece of furniture kind of just supports that. So find a chair of your liking to do this practice. Resisting any urge to hold yourself up with your bottom. We all do it. Just let your bottom relax and be supported. Sit up straight but not stiff. Shoulders are down and back. Palms resting on the thighs, backs on the thighs, palms up to the ceiling. We can close our eyes and start breathing. My music is too loud. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. We're focusing on our natural breath pattern, but also making sure we're not engaging in any shallow breathing, just breathing completely and deeply in and exhaling out in our natural pace, focusing on that for a few cycles. Muscles behind the eyes, in front of the ears, and the jaw are relaxed. The whole face feels like it's melting and relaxed. Shoulders are down and in their pockets. We're just breathing. Let's collectively take one big inhale. In and out, and hold it at the top. Sigh it out. Gently opening the eyes. Fingertips together in front of our hearts. Thumbs touching our hearts. We'll gently look down at the tops of our fingers and set an intention for today's practice. Deep inhale, sigh it out. Just swing side to side. Gently. And shaking out the hands, shaking out the feet, letting that tension go from the body. In this manner, lots of tension gets held in our hands and in the soles of our feet. Placing the feet back onto the floor and just tap and warm up the body. As you can see, I have on a lot of clothes. It's thick leggings and a fleece top. I'm in upstate New York where it's cold, so I'm just gonna warm up, tap our body, wake things up a little bit. Wherever you feel like it's needed. I need it all over, but you can focus on wherever you feel like it needs to be today. Come to a seated position. We'll start with our ankles under our knees and palms grasping the knees slightly, and we'll do Sufi circles. It doesn't matter which direction you're going because we're going to go in both directions. They can be small circles. Just pressing your hips slightly into the seat and hitting all four corners of the room. If you like, you can make them bigger. If you like, you can add the shoulders. Or you can just stay here. Let's go in the opposite direction. Again, we can add shoulders. Or we can just stay here where things are calm. Come back through center. Ankles under knees. Let's take a deep breath. Sigh it out. Let's just do another. Deep in. Sigh it out through our mouth. Circling the shoulders. Shoulders to the front, shoulders to the ears, shoulders to the back, shoulders back into their pockets. Remembering to breathe. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. Shoulders to the back and up. To the front, in the pockets. Shoulder circles, you know the drill. Extend our arms down by our sides, palms facing front, letting some of that tension from the shoulders just be released from the palms. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Take your right palm and bring it forward. Bring it up, and when it's Your fingertips are to the sky. Flip that palm over, down into the back. Palm forward. Flip the palm over, down into the back. Palm forward and flip and down into the back. We'll do the same on the other side. Palm forward. Fingertips to the sky. Flip over, down into the back. Every day is different. Last year, this time, I could not do this on this side of my body because I had a different injury. But here we go today. I don't take for granted that what I do today, I can do tomorrow. I just do what I can each day. I also don't take for granted what I can't do today. I can do tomorrow. If that makes any sense. Each day is different. Shoulder rolls. Shoulders back into their pockets and relaxed. Palms are up. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. We'll look over our right shoulder. Come back through center and look over our left shoulder. For gentle neck stretching. Right and left one more time. Then we're in the center and we're just going to take our right ear to the right shoulder. Taking some complete breaths. And we'll come back through center and do the same. Left ear to the left shoulder on the opposite side. Let's come up through center. Big inhale in. Sigh it out. Forearms onto the thighs. Heart through the biceps. We're pressing our hips back for a seated Sphinx pose. Whatever your neck says to do, please do it. If you want to just drop your head and let it be heavy, that's fine. If you want to look forward, that's fine. If you want to look at some target, maybe at a 45-degree angle, that's fine too. Whatever feels good to your neck. We're kind of going for a little bit of an expansion of the chest and a gentle stretching of the lower back. And take some deep breaths here. And gently come up to our seated mountain. Deep breath in, sigh out that tension. In through the nose, sigh out the tension through the mouth. Left arm is raised, left fingertips are fired up to the sky. Again, we're completely rooted onto the seat. Up We might be looking up at that hand if our neck says so. If it does not say so, we're not. And just gently folding over to the right. It doesn't matter, we're going to do both sides. Looking up, breathing, or looking forward, breathing. Come up through center. Right hand is also extended. We might steeple those fingers. Shoulders are a bit relaxed. And just lift the heart up to the sky for the gentlest of back bends. Come back up through center. Left arm release to the left side. Right arm to the sky. Fingers are fired up. And we just gently bend over, and maybe we look up, and maybe we look forward, and maybe we look down. We do what we want. We gently come up. Come to the middle of our seat and cross our left knee over the right. Ankle aligned with the knee. Take the right palm and place it onto the left knee. Hold on to the rear of your seat and just look over that left shoulder for a very, very gentle seated twist. Breathe in deeply and completely. Slowly come back to the center. Uncross and do the same on the opposite side. Knee over knee, hand on knee, and twist, and look over the opposite shoulder. Come back through center, uncross. Extend the hands out, forearms out. And let's just gently pull each finger gently towards the forearm. When we get to the thumb, pull it towards, turn it over and pull it towards the forearm. Gentle finger stretch before we do our wrist circles. They can be semicircles, they can be full circles. Let's give our wrists some love. They do a lot with our phones and our computers and our tablets. Open up. Place the hands back onto your knees. Take your left knee and bring it towards your chest. And you can bring it here. If you don't really need your hands. If you don't want to use your hands, but you can also interlace your fingers and support here. And we're just going to do some circles with our ankles. So we're going to start on the left side. Just make some circles. Doesn't matter which way because we're going to go in the opposite direction. And let's change direction. Let go for a second. Just hold your knee here. Take a few deep breaths. And then let's grab underneath that thigh and support. Again, you don't have to if you don't want to, but we're just going to make a circle with our calves. Small circles. Giving a little bit of lubrication to that knee joint. And then go in the opposite direction. I'm getting a little warm, even though I'm sitting. Come back through center and let go. Take a deep breath, sigh it out. Interlace the fingers and support that leg kind of a little bit below the knee. And just give it some love in a circle way and for the hip joint. Circles can be small or as big as you want them to be. I'm going small today. And we go in the opposite direction. Let go. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Sole of the foot onto the ground. We'll do the same on the opposite side. You can support or not, whatever feels good to you today. Making some circles with the ankles. Go in the opposite direction. Release that leg. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out. We can support underneath that thigh. Make some circles with the calf. Gentle lubrication and movement for the knee in all directions. We can alternate the direction of the circles. Come back through center. Release, holding that leg up. Palms facing forward. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Interlace the fingers in front of the knee and let's give ourselves some hip circles. Gently in one direction, right or left. And then gently in the opposite direction. Let go. Breathe deeply in. Exhale out. Feet onto the floor. Come up onto your toes while you're sitting. come up on to the balls of the feet and just stretch out the bottoms of the feet. Onto your toes, lower the heel, onto your toes, lower the heels. We can do them both ways with both feet, or we can go one foot at a time. Just giving our feet some love. Place the soles of both feet on the floor. Palms onto the knees. Slide the palms up towards your body. Elbows to the rear. Heart up front. Chin up. Then slide the hands back down towards the knee, round the back and chin down. For a very slow and very gentle cat-cow flow. Elbows to the rear. Round, chin to chest. Heart through the bicep to the front. And round. Let's go 2 more times. And come through the center. We'll do our intentional sitting again, making sure our glutes are completely being supported by the seat. Palms up again. Some of you may feel tension being released from the palms. We moved a lot of energy around in our bodies, and some of you may feel like you're receiving good energy through the palms. Everyone's different. Every day is different. Going back to our natural breathing. Perhaps we close our eyes at this point. Avoiding any shallow breathing. Face is relaxed, jaw is relaxed, shoulders are down. Take that right palm and slowly place it over your heart, feeling that heartbeat. Being grateful for that heartbeat. And take that left hand and put it on top of your right hand. Shoulders are relaxed. Take a few deep breaths here. And slowly open your eyes. Once again, my name is Melanie, and I'm here representing the Christina Phipps Foundation with this yoga flow called Seated Circles. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.